Ratsénhaienhs Ross Montour. I'm glad to be here today on this wonderful beginning of winter weather that we've had this week, and hope everybody's safe and so on. See, there's a lot of work going on, cutting of trees and so on, to prevent loss of power. Anyways, aside from that, I just wanted to take a few minutes to update the community on a meeting that I had yesterday. I don't know how many people are aware of this Bill C-5, which is the One Canada Economy Act that the Government of Canada passed this past summer, and also the Ontario Bill 5, which is married to that in terms of what they're looking to do over the next while. The thing that concerns me, as many people may know, a lot of my work at council has to do with duty to consult. And the constitutional duty to consult is, I believe, under threat. Yesterday, a number of us from our consultation committee met with the representatives from the Major Projects Office. Now, Major Projects Office is an outgrowth of this Bill C-5, and it's intended to go and speak to various, I think, Indigenous communities, Native communities, to gauge their interest in discussing it. The problem for me, and I think for all of us, is that the bill, as passed, minimizes the duty to consult. All it takes is for the government to say, this is in this is in the national interest. It's kind of an emergency kind of a thing, and then they can fast forward projects. So in our meeting with the representatives from the the Major Projects Office yesterday, it took pains to point out to them that we're not engaged in this conversation in a consultation. I did point out to them the concerns that we have about what's happening in Ontario with the Ring of Fire, but also what happened to Kahnawake back in 1954 with the commencement of the St. Lawrence Seaway Project, and how that was, I guess at the time, in the national interest, but it was also at a time when there was no duty to consult. And the duty to consult is very, very important. It affords us the opportunity to protect as much as we can matters related to environment and those things that impact on our rights. I mentioned Ontario, and I'm deeply concerned about what's happening in Ontario with the Ford government. I watched the World Series as an example, and the most predominating ad on the television was one which purported to the Ring of Fire project, and was going to do wonderful things for medicine and so on with the critical minerals, rare earth minerals that they seek to mine there, and they showed a certain group of Native leadership there that seemed to be in favor of the project. And to me, that's just a continuation of the age-old divide and conquer tactic, is to get one group working against another. And I know that there are Native people in northwestern Ontario who are deeply concerned about that too. I told the Major Projects Office representatives, while we might have a conversation in the future rather, it won't be in terms of advocating for the Major Projects Office. It will be to hold their feet to the fire. So I want to conclude with that. I also want to wish everybody all the best. And the holiday season's upcoming, so I'm looking forward to it also. I know you are. And let's take care of one another. Let's try to work together to be united as a community in good faith. Yawakoa, Dano Onegewahi.